Hi, Marianne Dozer. The purpose of this instructional video today is to talk about dry fly fishing and line management, particularly with dry fly fishing. When I dry fly fish, I like to predominantly fish looking straight upstream. And I really like this piece of water, so let's go ahead and pan the water for a second so you can see why I like this piece of water. So you can see there's a lot of different currents in here, a lot of different structures, a lot of places for fish to kind of sit. And if the hatch was going on, would provide ample opportunity to do some dry fly fishing. So gorgeous, gorgeous water, regardless if I was dry fly fishing or subsurface fishing. So with that, we're gonna show you some video that's close up so you can see what I'm doing with my hands for the line management. And we're gonna do some shots from far away so you can kind of get the big picture view of what I'm doing. I'm dry fly fishing here. Just doing a few casts to make sure I got the right distance to get the seam I want. It's a little closer in than I wanted, but I'm gonna fish it anyway. My preferred method for dry fly fishing is a bit quarter stream across the stream and up. And you'll notice as that fly is coming to me, I'm quickly pulling that line in to manage the amount of line from my rod tip to my fly. There's one where I wanted it to land. Again, managing the loose line from my rod tip to my fly by quickly pulling that line in, and you'll notice that I'm pulling, gripping, pulling, gripping, pulling, gripping, pulling, gripping, pulling, gripping, pulling, gripping. Oh, hi, Marianne Dozer here. Now you got a perspective of fly fishing from behind, just as if you were the angler. I'm not casting any more than 20 or 30 foot of line. Just let you observe that. I'm going to cast again. And you'll notice I'm shooting line as I cast. As soon as that fly hits the water, I'm working on my line management. I got my rod tip low, and I've got my eye from the fly to the rod tip, and I'm pulling that line in at the pace of the current. Okay, rod tip low, pull that line in, can throw a little bend in there if I need to, and you'll notice that I'm not fishing below me. And my objective with that is I fish everything above me. My theory is if you're dry fly fishing, the fish are looking up. They can't see you if you're below them. Plus, when you go to set that hook, guess what? You're setting it downstream into their mouth. Dry fly fishing, I'm at the angle I prefer, which is a quarter angle upstream. What I really want you to notice right now is my line management skills. So you'll notice, did a few casts to get the line out. And mainly what I'm doing is I've got my eye from the fly to the rod tip, and I'm just pulling that line in ever so slowly at the same pace of the current. Again, I'm pulling that line in, making sure I don't have slack in there. Ever so important when you're doing this. Managing the slack, right? This is our line management skill. You're just managing the slack from your rod tip to your fly. You want to make sure that you got a little bit of slack so you get a natural drift, but you also want to make sure you pull that slack in as that fly comes to you to make sure that you can set the hook. So it's about a balance between having enough loose line to get a natural float, but having not too much so you can quickly set the hook. And it's not going to happen for me today on a fish taking me right here.